Welcome back to Symphony of the Night, and this is the room I was talking about. I showed it off a few minutes ago. Well, basically last part. And yeah, now that I have the blue jewel, I can do this. Doing this opens up a path southward, which is where I'm going next. Of course, once I figure out... Gah! Another one I'm supposed to go to first is the other one. Actually, no, I'm not going southward just yet. There's something else I want to do first. Here's the path south. This is not. This is the passage. You can go there now if you want. I'll hold off until I get another item. Reason being, I want that to be a one-way trip. And there are items... Oh look, a library card. So what the library card does is that it warps you immediately to the room to outside the librarian. That's all there is to it. So next thing I'm gonna do is... go westward, and that will be it. So I'm going westward to find exactly the one I want to find. Gah. So right now I'm gonna ramble about stuff, random stuff. I could use that glitch, but in all honesty I don't feel like it. Not because I wouldn't go for it, but because there's something to making you playthrough slightly more legitimate. Of course, playing on the PS4 version. Yeah, these are called Ouija tables. So this is what, in case you... Yeah. It moves on randomly, so really, I don't like using it. It leads to the clock room. I'm gonna at least show you what you're supposed to do. At least in order to activate the glitch. So it's still open. So what you're supposed to do is turn to the wolf, jump, and I don't remember if you had to turn to the wolf, then Alucard. Regardless, yeah, now that's open. I need another item in order to be able to make it up there. Which is a thing on the path south. One that I cannot take just yet. Speaking of, I can't take the shortcut. I should have used the warp point. I don't want that, I want the book. So... here is the hard part. I'm gonna show off basically getting back to that spot, because in the end the blue door is there. Yeah, we're good. And the others are killer dolls. And this is Blade Lord. Yeah, now that I have a book plus the ability to use some cool items, and I've become stronger, he's a cinch. Skeleton or Boomerang Skeleton. Whichever you prefer. They're called Boomerang Skeletons later on. In this series, that is. And these are just ghosts. No idea why they make that moan. It's creepy, that's all there is. No. Actually, the knife in this game, I'm neglecting it a lot, but it's pretty good. This is not Cthulhu, not even close. There is an enemy later on that does look like Cthulhu, but it's not him. He's a usurper as far as I'm concerned. So, back here. As per usual, you can use Dark Metamorphosis on those guys and you'll be able to heal. Or any bleeding enemy for that matter. We're back at the lab. There's nothing for me to do here until much later on. Look at that. Yes, that's the knockback this game does. The palace is up close. Hopefully you don't mind that I am showing this again. But yeah, the shortest way possible is to warp back from the Scorpion era, but I wanted to show off how to get to the southern part of the game, which is somewhere we're going eventually. This is called Spittlebone, and yeah, they suck. Needless to say, I'm gonna use a save point. I am extremely... So basically, if you could sum up my playstyle of most games is methodical to a fault. It is that I look way too much into situations instead of sometimes jumping it, and jumping it sometimes works. That actually does get me in a lot of trouble in faster games. Perhaps that's the reason I am not that much of a fan of Sonic. Regardless.
Alucard, wasn't it? We meet again.
So it seems.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle's different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. With each rebirth, it takes a new form.
And here I thought my mind was playing tricks. Well, there's nothing for it. Till we meet again.
This isn't just a throwaway line, by the way. This is actually a plot point in Castlevania lore, and even later on in the series. Hold up. Listen to this awesome music. Well, Castlevania itself is a creature. As Alucard has stated, it is formed by chaos, but I'll mention it once the track loops. Oh, yes! Okay, so as you saw, I got the cutlass weapon, and that's awesome. I also got these goggles that are actually great the for racing intelligence. So, what I was gonna say, and it's gonna be a bit weird. Uh, so that line is not just a throwaway, it actually is how Castlevania works, as would be later revealed in the series itself. Castlevania by itself is a creature. This is there's a game later on where the enemy is Castlevania itself, not Dracula. So yes, as I mentioned before, there is a game later on that takes place after Dracula has had a permanent death. However, his killers were incapable of destroying Castlevania, so they seal it away in a solar eclipse. The enemy in this game is Castlevania, as I've already stated by the setting. Your enemy isn't Dracula, but Castlevania itself. That's all I'm gonna say, just to keep spoilers at minimum. This place takes to, I think, Old Rox's quarters. The reason I neglected the other path is because it takes to another section called the arena, which you can't go to yet. This is a confession area. You can take confessions or be confessed yourself. Depending on the person, you'll get an item or you'll be attacked. You need to watch the color carefully. I think that there is something to...
Rest your weary soul here. May the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost be with you. Amen.
No, I don't think you get an item. I got those that help you. There are some with of different palettes that actually attack you. Damn it. And yes, the goggles you're supposed to get until you get the double jump, which we're very close to. Ugh, I hate the crows in this game because of how obnoxious they are. In case you... Yeah, this. Because of the knockback, they are incredibly annoying. Like I said, knockback does get better, but unfortunately... it's not in this game. The weakness of the Haunting Girl, as you see, is the sword itself. This path, you have to keep it in mind. The reason was to chart the map, because like I said, the map is very important in this game. Hold up. And yes, you can get in here before the upgrade we're about to get. There's a strength potion, and there's an armor that I want. There we go, we're done. Silver plate. I have never gotten the cutlass, by the way, before. Ever. Yeah, some enemies have drops as per usual. This game has a lot of RPGs, and there's another encounter with a freaking bat. Don't let them ever wake up because they are incredibly obnoxious. Ugh, same as these guys. The smelling salts, which are terrible. I mean, to each their own, I just don't like using them because of how extremely underwhelming they are. When compared especially to some cool stuff like the Bible or even Access and Holy Water. You'll notice that I don't make a fuss because of the level up. It's because I don't see it as important. I consider myself capable enough to manage stuff. And here's a boss. This is a hippogriff. Stay close, remain ducked, and he will never hurt you. Just go like this, stab, 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 or will slash. You are never gonna take a damage. The hippogriff is going to take damage. The hippogriff is pathetic. I wish the Belmonts had this easy of a time with their bosses. Damn it. Look at this. Baby hippogriff. And that's it. It's done. It was pathetic.
You look like you're doing well for yourself.
And you didn't come here to flatter me.
True. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Belmont? Of course. Why?
He disappeared about a year ago. I'm sure he's here now. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
A gentleman after all. Thank you.
In case you don't get the reference, although it's very obvious. This is basically... Alucard mentions Trevor Belmont from Castlevania 3, while Maria is talking about Richter. Here's another save point where I am gonna save it because I'm not dealing with all this stuff. Like I said, you can do no damage easily with the hippogriff. It's just that weak. I think it's the easiest boss in the game. No contest. I hate this thing. There, he's dead. Here's a potion, and I think that's the same weapon I just got. Is it? Yes, it is. So basically, all this was just to get it earlier. Whatever. If you want a dual wield, go right ahead. I don't like it, and I don't even use a shield ever. This is, yes. And this is the Castle Keep, the last area of the game. You might ask yourself why I'm here right now? Well, it's because, simply put, the game permits it. There's a reason for that, and this is a turf thing. I don't get the point of this weapon. A dark sword, but it drops all my attack to 0. I don't get how it works. So I'm not even gonna go into a ramble of how, because I honestly don't know. Nor do I care to know, because a dark sword doesn't make a good match in a game where almost everything is dark elemental. Go away. These statues are interesting to me for some reason. I can't quite put my finger on who those guys are. If someone who watches this knows, please just comment it. Yeah, nice. Go away. There's something there, and I just found the leap stone as well. The leap stone allows this, the double jump. And there's also something else to find here, which is a turkey. It heals your HP slightly. And that's it. That's everything we get to do here, unless you want to beat the game right now. Which, if you want to do, go right ahead. I don't. There's something I have to do. I don't think you can actually beat the game at this point. You need another item. Yeah, you do need another item before you can beat the game, but it's not here. That path leads to one of the great areas of the game. There is still one more thing I need to do before being able to get there. Regardless, this is another key area. The Castle Keep is where you can... well, we get to the end of the game. For now, that's all there is to it, and... well, once I get to a save point, I'm gonna meet you in... the area that I opened a bit ago. It's the little square after the clock. Actually, no, I'll meet you at the clock once I have a pocket watch. Once I do, I'll meet you there so that I do what I want to do there. Because there's still something else I want to take with me southward. And that will be it. So, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Part 5 will be about exactly that. We'll go to what would be the central area of the castle and see what we find there. So, I sincerely appreciate you guys for watching, and, well, whoa, did that thing hit me twice? If you know something, please leave it in comments as well. Yeah, you can fall and you will not take any damage, so don't worry about it. There's a save point here. Nope, this is a confessional and it serves no purpose. But there is an achievement as far as I can remember. Gah! Unfortunately, you can't kill otherwise. Or, well, rather put, you can't beat those guys up. Here you get a Morning Star, which is flail. it's slightly stronger and it's not dual wielding. It also has a decent range, so you can use it if you so choose. I am gonna use it. Here's a boomerang, which is using a use weapon, or well, one use weapon. Ah! Screw it, I'm following. This is actually hilarious. However, because we still don't have the form we need, or can we? No, we can't. Because we still don't have the power-up we need, we can't get to those little items there. However, we will keep them in mind. So, next time we meet, I'll be at the clock tower, like I said, or well, at the clock itself. So, see you guys next time on Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This has been Ezra's son, and thank you for watching.